Hello, hello, hello. We are back. It is Tuesday, and we know what Tuesday is. Tuesdays is Heart and Conversations with your Master Coach. And we welcome you here. We are live right here from the headquarters. So, this is what I need for you to do. I'm going to give a minute for a couple of you to start popping on like popcorn. And I want you to tag one of your coach besties. A bestie, an entrepreneur bestie, whoever you need, your enemy. We gotta love them too, child. Bring them on in, and we're gonna have us a good time. Man, my soul has been blessed for the last 2 hours. Yeah, for the last 2 hours. I mean, if you did not come to the study on today, then you missed out. And I can hear myself. That's all I was waiting to happen, to see if I can hear myself from the live, and I hear myself from the live. So welcome to Tuesday Conversations in Heart with your Master Coach. I am Master Coach LaKendra Smalley, and I'm the founder and CEO of the Global Institute for Coaches and Entrepreneurs. And what we are doing now on Tuesdays and Thursdays is we are offering free personal and professional development here at the Study USA, where the certified life coaches live. And we are so delighted in how God is just unfolding and using us to be the light for those that need hope, because we all need it, right? And so today, what I want to talk about is earlier, Master Coach A. Hello, everybody. I see you popping on. Go ahead and share this out. Share it in the global community. I'm gonna see if I can do that. Can y'all see if y'all can share it in the global community? Y'all do that for me. Let me give it a minute. Y'all give me a minute, because I know y'all be excited about Tuesdays and Thursdays. And I am becoming even more excited about it too, because y'all know I was in denial about this. I'm like, I don't have time for this, but I do have time for it, because what else would I be doing? Absolutely nothing. And that's what we're not like honest about. Like, seriously, what would I be doing? What come on television on Tuesday nights? We don't even know, because right, nobody here is like really watches television. So, but we do have a lot of people who are very, very into their shows. So let me go on here real quick. I'm going to start in about 45 seconds. This is when I'm going to start. Just giving people time to pop in here, and we're going to get it cracking. So we have some special guests here with us tonight. So thank you, special guests that are here, for joining us. We have been so blessed and so filled, and I'm just so grateful, So global. We have changed our search. It's no longer the Life Coach Training Institute that you can search. It's now Global Coach Entrepreneur, but they haven't updated the name, which is so weird. So hopefully they'll get that updated. But I just want to pop on and to make sure that we can share this out. And boom, we are here. So welcome once again. Today is going to be about love and emotional intelligence. So when you hear emotional intelligence, like, no one really put those two things together. But what I found in being a mentor to so many young girls is that, and also a mentor to young boys. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Coach Sylvia. Look, y'all are in here. So hey, y'all online. It's almost like I get to see you again from a different view, and we talked about perspective today as well. So y'all see this? This is perspective. But just mentoring young girls and young boys, what I've noticed is that the absence of EQ that exists, and all we want to teach in school is intelligence, right? But we know that really 85% of our success is really based around our EQ, which is our emotional and mental health, our spiritual health. that really is what gets us to where we need to go, because it helps us to deal with the fear. It helps us to deal with the limited beliefs. Only that 15%, y'all, and I hate to say it, and I'm guilty of it too. You know why? Because I have 2 master's degrees. I have a triple minor. I have my undergrad. I have so many freaking certifications. I was in my PhD before I dropped out. And all of that, 15% is all that I've really used to get me here today. It really has been the 85%. So when we're talking about evolving in love, I really want to talk to us and I don't know, because the spirit just led me to move this way real quick, in personal relationships, and really how we develop our personal relationships. So many conflicts in our personal relationships rely on what? Emotional intelligence, which we define as our ability to notice, to identify, and appropriately respond to our emotions. Because the first thing we counteract with is what? Our emotions. I used to tell my mom when I was growing up, because I was not an emotional child, was emotions were controlling, because I grew up with a mother that suffered from clinical depression. And I used to just watch her. She used to cry, and what everybody do? They drop everything and go render aid. She was angry, drop everything and go render aid, or get away from her, right? She knew how to get people away from her. And so we respond with emotions all of the time. And those type of emotions really affect us in our personal relationships. So this is why emotional intelligence and love, it marries into each other. Because emotional intelligent individuals are most likely or more likely to process their feelings and the feelings in everybody that they communicate with, everybody that they come in contact with. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you can follow me, put #follow, because this may go over some people's heads, but this may resonate with a lot of people who are struggling with building over those relationships, professionally and personal. So what I want to say, and I'm not going to be long today because I have guests here, but I think it's enough information for you to be able to take some copious notes, okay? So, does my emotional intelligence need work? If it do, send me some love. I wish I could. Let me find that hard so I can send myself some love. Because y'all, we are forever growing. So our emotional intelligence can really influence whom we fall in love with. Ooh, that's scary. I think I'm gonna need a band-aid for that one. Did you know that our emotional intelligence can really influence who we fall in love with, as well as those relationships that are non-affectionate relationships, just personal relationships, professional relationships, and our emotional intelligence will really decide how those type of relationships play out over time. So if you've had a failed relationship or have had a hard time connecting with others professionally, if you agree with that, just send me some love, because a lot of people that I've been talking to here lately, it's like I'm having a hard time just connecting with people, because it's probably because your emotional intelligence is suffering. So it is a result of it. And is there a way that we really can improve? Of course it is. So how can I improve my EQ? And like I said, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time because I'm almost done, because like we have some great things going on right now, and I just feel like I pause the energy and I want to press play real quick. So y'all know what I'm saying? I'm ready to press play and get back into what's happening here at the study. But can you improve your emotional intelligence? And I'm going to say, yes, you can. Your emotional intelligence will really help dictate a range of things, from the quality of your professional and your personal life. If you find that you are lacking in EQ, You really need to take intentional steps in improving it. And honestly, guys, you got to be ready for it. If you're not ready for it, then don't do it. Because you know what happens? We fail when we're not ready. And when we fail, we are constantly putting ourselves deeper, 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 deeper in the hole. So be like authentic and where you are in your life. And if you're not ready, I tell people all the time, I meet strippers, child, if you ain't ready to give up that pole, don't give it up. Who you giving it up for? Sylvia said she'll put the if you're not ready to stop drinking, don't stop drinking. If you're not ready to stop smoking, don't stop smoking. If you ain't ready to stop eating that pecan pie, that was me. Don't stop eating the pecan pie. You got to be ready for this stuff because failure will take you out. And sometimes we set these goals for ourselves when we know that we're not ready. And we feel that we have to make ourselves ready because that's what society want us to do. That's what my husband want me to do. That's what my kids want me to do. That's what my mama want me to do. That's what, my boss has asked me to do. But are you ready to do it? See, EQ people move when they are ready to move, when they know that they are in true authentic energy, that this is when I really need to remove this from my life because I get why. And I'm ready to grow to my next level. So you got to be ready. It has to be natural. Ready and has to be natural. Okay. So here we go. 2 ways. And well, you know what? I'm going to give you 3. Let me see. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to give you 3 ways. Y'all ready? Take notes. Because a lot of y'all not going to like this. That's why I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time because I really need to do this more in an offline type of classroom. But you got to practice restraints, right? So rather than responding all the time, shut it. Close your mouth. Take a deep breath. Count a few seconds and compose your response. If your response is taking you away from who you want to become, if you say that you want to be this person of love and you want to be this person of empathy and you want to be this person of compassion, then you got to shut your mouth and compose your words because 9 times out of 10, they're still in a place of you not being able to speak. You should be speaking. If some of y'all can relate to that, y'all just let me know. Because I said that this is going to be quick and it's going to be ouch with the Band-Aid and probably some Epsom salt and probably some alcohol and what you call that other stuff, some Neosporin, some peroxide. Yeah. But that restraint is real hard, y'all. Practicing restraint. Rather than responding immediately, take a deep breath, count a few seconds, and compose your response. And if your response is not in alignment with your higher self, the person that you are trying to become, the person of empathy, the person of love, the person of compassion, then do not speak. It's just that simple. If you feel that you got to be back and forth in conflict, you are moving away from EQ. Sylvia's crying. You're moving away from EQ, okay? The second one is refrain. No difference than practicing restraint. It's just going to a little bit deeper in it. So refrain. If you're the type of person who always are making inappropriate jokes or respond differently in times of stress, take time to listen to others before framing your inappropriate response. I have kids like this. When I worked in education, I had this one little boy. Oh my gosh, he was so notorious for this. And if I can teach this to a 13-year-old, a 16-year-old, then I know that we can learn it as adults. But he used to tell me, he called me Miss K. He said, Miss K, the reason why I have that sarcasm is because it helps me to not feel less than, like it helps me not to feel dumb when I can get somebody else to laugh, or I can get somebody else to just maybe step aside from what the real situation is so they don't look down on me. So that's where my inappropriate response come from. And I'm like, have you ever thought about just not responding? And he said, well, if I don't respond, then I look weak. And how do you not look weak? So that's why I know that this has to be a class, because I've taught it to kids. So if you can practice restraint and reframe, you're that much closer to tapping into your EQ. And then this is the third one. Seeing yourself first. How can you see yourself first in that person's shoes, right? Because it's like, I want to respond because I want to tell them off. I want to tell them how wrong they are. I want to tell them that this is not the way. No, it's not your way. It is their way. That's the reason why they're responding to you that way. So can you not just be grateful for where the person is and see yourself in them? Because if you can see yourself in them, I promise you, especially if you are a person of love, empathy, and compassion, because that's what everybody say. But if you can truly see yourself in a person, you will never harm a person with your words. You will practice restraint and refrain all the time. So we are feelers. I call it my FDT. Somebody put FDT in the feed. Feeler, feel from their point of view. Doer, respond or react in the way in which you will want to be treated in return, right? Thinker, think about the outcome, the ramifications of your words, regardless if the person is right or wrong. That's really owning EQ in building relationships. That's the reason why we have relationships that we cannot go back to. Do you know that I can go back to every boyfriend? Child, they all want me back. They do. Because I really FDT them all the time. And they just be like, dang, like, I don't even know how to feel. Like, did she just tell me off in a good way, but in a loving way, and she'll walk out of my life? Child, they all want me back. I get it. So you got to FDT people in order to really, and they over there just laughing. You do. Because it's a value, it's a balance, right? Because if we're always this emotional creature, breaking down without seeing ourselves, without listening, without seeing the ramifications in how we are treating people, you're separated from emotional intelligence. So we can go deeper and deeper into this, but I'm not. I'm going to actually end today at 9 o'clock. Whoa, y'all, because y'all know I've been over here for like an hour. But but that FDT and took y'all out. I know. The feeler, the doer, and the thinker. We're going to, I'm going to go into the global community one day, and I'm going to expand on that, or expound on that, however you want to say it. But if you can see yourself in other people's chaos, in other people's indifference, in other people's pain, and you can truly practice restraint within that, and be like, you know what? I'm going to pick my battle today. I'm not going to let you win today. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to feel. I'm going to try to see if I can feel the feeler, where you're coming from. Right? And I'm going to respond to you, the doer. See, the feeler and the doer have to play together, because it's like, well, LaKendra, wouldn't the thinker be first? No. Because we normally don't think until later. So what I've done is I've rewritten this to just teach it another way. Feeler, we feel, and right in feeling, we do, we react, right? So now I want you to react in love, even when it's against, the situation is against what's happening to you. then you think about it. Think about the ramifications of the doer if the doer didn't do right. Right? So I'm reverse the script. Because people say think before you act. But then we would never probably act if we thought before we act. That's how you build character. We have to learn how to make mistakes. I didn't say it was going to be perfect, but we got to learn how to make mistakes so we can grow up. So I want you to feel, because we've been taught not to feel, right? Don't be sad. Don't be mad. Don't be, well, hell, that's what I'm feeling. Right? I want to feel it. But I want to be able to control the feeling. Right? That's the difference. Allow me to be able to control the emotion. So allow me to feel and do, but allow me to use my emotional intelligence so I can do right. So I can respond in love, in empathy, in compassion. Then when I go and celebrate my doing and my feelings, I get to celebrate in thinking my process, because we got to build up that muscle, the muscle mass in the brain, so I can tell the brain, you did well because you worked with the heart, because this stuff works together, right? So sometimes when I'm thinking, I'm celebrating. That's why when y'all see me, I'm always smiling, because it's like, what? Because I'm in celebration of my heart. I chose my heart to win in this situation. Because how many times do we allow our heart to win in a situation? If you that person who always got to get the last word, you always got to be right. You always got to be that fixer, right? It's just like, no, you should be doing it this way, when you know you won't even do that in your own life. So just pump your brakes and practice restraint. I'm telling you, the best healer is in reflection. And if you're always talking, you're not reflecting, right? And so I'm sorry, y'all. I told you I was going to be quick, painful, but yet from love, okay? So love and emotional intelligence, they marry well into each other. Sylvia says the best healer is in reflection. It is. And I know those of you who are going to be jumping on, just make sure you put hashtag replay, share your own truth, because this is my truth. My truth don't have to be your truth. So share your own truth, and let's continue to grow with each other, because I think that's just the best way when we're able to just take everybody's truth and just put it all together, where it's just like one big, how you do that heart? Like one big heart of acceptance and embrace. And that's what emotional intelligence is. What it says is that I know that you and I are not alike, but I still accept you and I still embrace you with love. That's what it says. Y'all see all this stuff? I'm just going to take y'all around my room real quick. It still says, I'm practicing self-love. I'm practicing empathy, cooperation, self-discipline, compassion, generosity, acceptance. These are all of my EQ words: responsibility, friendship, patience, forgiveness, respect, love, work. Y'all think I be making this stuff up? Kindness, honesty. It's all here. It's all here, guys. That's what EQ is. It's just embracing and meeting everybody where they are. And we got to get out of the habit of trying to change people. What you should be is just be a reflection. So when people see you, they can see the light in you, and then they can question where they are in their growth and say, how can I be like that? Ain't that what it is? That's what it is. So if you doing your part, then you will always be the ideal version of somebody else's growth process. Like, man, that's a powerful dude right there. That's a powerful chick right there. How can I know I'm not there yet, but how can I become that? That's the reason why your walk has to be in alignment with your talk. And we talked a couple of weeks ago about you having to remove the mask, because what you're doing is you are serving injustice to everybody that you meet. And everybody that you meet, you are supposed to be a gift to them. But because you wear those masks, you never give them their true gift. It's a false gift. And we gotta stop doing that. We have to. So in order for you to be the best version of yourself, even if you're not where you want to be, there's still something so great and so beautiful inside of you. And it's your EQ. It's your emotional intelligence. It's that is keeping you so centered with your heart and your core. So when you are forming relationships, you're giving them the best version of yourself, even the imperfect part of you. Because if you are aligning yourself with other people who are also in alignment with their EQ, then they will embrace you and accept you for who you are. Because you know that you're going to be a person of acceptance and a person of humility and a person of grace. Like a person of grace. You understand what I'm saying? So that is my time, and I am grateful that you have joined us. So I did 30 minutes today. So, I didn't keep y'all that long. And I know that our Filipino students are going to be jumping on. They're going to be like, where is Master Coach? She done came in. She done gave us these Band-Aids, and now she gone. So on Thursday is going to be a spectacular day. We're going to have Coach Chanel and, of course, Coach Sylvia back, and they're going to be enlightening us on some great personal development. And then we're going to have a special guest, and I cannot wait. We'll be sharing that out. So if you're here in the DFW area and you want to be a part of what is happening here on Tuesdays and Thursdays, just let us know. Doors open up at 5 p.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and you can come be right here in this space of love, of compassion, of acceptance, and of growth. And we do it all here at the study where the certified life coaches live. So I'm getting ready to peace y'all out, and I will see y'all again on next Tuesday. Bye for now.